Watch this kid here. Watch this kid. Boss man. Did you see that? Hey everybody, so my buddy gave me some more footage and, let's see what he was up to. Yeah, passed one of his buddies here.
I thought you were...
Almost hits the little kid. There's me, there's my wife. Alright, so he's just whipping down the street here. Okay, so he's taking his lane, right? He's gonna turn left here. There's the bus. So what you gotta do is literally just act like a car. And now, I don't know what he's doing here. The guy doesn't want to turn right. And, for good reason, because they're pedestrians, right? So, my buddy let that guy in, but I don't know. I think my buddy was in the wrong there. He should have just gone around those pedestrians there. And there, he lets that van know that the van can go, and he just kind of goes right. So, it's like an indication, And I'm putting this like scooter here, like these e-scooter guys, partly because this guy's bag's kind of cool looking, but you can see how these guys are kind of like bikes, but they have the acceleration that, well, you know what? The guy just did a really good job. I don't know what my buddy's doing. He just passed him there. Maybe the guy could have signaled, let him know what he's doing, but my buddy's just gonna bull right through. That dude there, he almost wiped out on the curb. I guess the city infrastructure is getting a little ratty. Now, this guy in the van here, he did something really dumb. He should have just waited at the stop sign. And the cops, they don't care. There's no enforcement in the city at all. And this truck here, this work truck, he's actually doing a really good job, right? He's totally not getting in the way, and, that's a good thing. So we'll give that guy a hand, right? Give him applause. And my buddy just does his move around the left there, around the car, and then runs a stop. Alright, this guy here is not giving him too much room, but my buddy, again, he'll just bull right through, through the stop sign again. And look at this, there's pedestrians here, right? But my buddy goes up onto the curb because that car was in the way, and those girls there, he almost ran them down. But you can just see how erratic the pedestrian traffic can be, so you want to avoid it. These people on the bikes are nice and moved over, so, that was really good. Now this parent here, he should be teaching his kid, not in the traffic, but, away from the traffic, so the kid just kind of knows what to do. But you can't ever knock the kid, right? It's always going to be the parent. So you knock the parent. This truck here, there's nothing he can do. He's backed in. I guess it's a work truck. Wow, look at that. Look at that ponytail. So my buddy's being really respectful here, and, he's just waiting in line, right? There's two people ahead of him. He could just go around them, but I don't know. Maybe just, he's trying to show off. No, he's not. He's just playing with his phone. And you can see that not everybody's at the same skill level, right? Some people are slower than others, so my buddy just waits till it's safe and then passes them on the left. Now my buddy just comes up to the stop sign here. Let that guy turn left. Let that guy go and just eased himself right in the traffic, so nothing wrong there. And again, goes around this guy to the left. The guy didn't have his turn signal on, so it should be safe. Okay, and again, not everyone's at the same skill level. There's a guy walking, there's a guy going slow. And, everybody just passed. You can see there's that kid, so you gotta slow down. The parent finally went and grabbed the kid. My buddy took advantage and went right around that guy in front of him. He should have waited, but he didn't, so what are you gonna do? You can see there's this pedestrian crossing the crosswalk, and my buddy just goes around the left of them. They don't even have to know he's there. And you got this car here. I don't know what he's doing. Whatever. You just go around them. This pedestrian here just went around the left of him, Nothing wrong with that. And I'm putting this e-bike in here, okay, because I just want you guys to see the actual acceleration of these e-bikes. It's actually getting pretty ridiculous simply because Like, these things are basically motorcycles. Like, they have the acceleration of a motorcycle, and they're out on the bike paths. Now, I don't care about on the street here. You know, you're in the bike lane. That's perfectly fine, and that's what these e-bikes are designed to do, right? They're designed to go on the roads, ride in the, on the streets, whatever, with the traffic, but not where there are pedestrians, and that's where there's a big fault in, I guess, the enforcement, which is essentially non-existent anyways. Now this guy, he just booted right by my buddy, you know, instead of going in the bike lane and trying to like deke out these barriers here, the guy just went right in the road. There's no traffic, and you can't knock him for that. Especially because he's got that guitar and he's got his guitar in his back, so, you know, he must be a cool dude. Okay, they're gonna run the stop sign here.
Glad to see I'm not the only one who knows about the bump on Donald right there.
Both of them do, right? I keep thinking that the guitar neck there is the guy's arm. It's like sticking up. I guess they were having a conversation or something, you know. I don't know, a couple cool bike guys talking to each other, whatever. Camaraderie, I guess. There we go, run the stop sign again. There's not too much traffic on the bridge, so, you know. Still, right? You just kind of, oh, there's the bro with the two pit bulls. That guy has like a low cruiser bike now. It's pretty funny. I see it, oh man, it gives me a laugh. Okay, now I have a critique here for this cyclist going up. I'm pretty sure it's a female. And like, what was that? That's not even a signal. It's the wrong hand. It's the wrong signal. Like, maybe you think you're doing it right, okay? Maybe you think you're signaling correctly and you're not. And it's not that I don't like it, it's that it's not what's expected, right? So you got to learn the hand signals. Drivers are supposed to know the proper hand signals. They're done with your left hand, right? With your left arm. And cyclists have to do the same, because it doesn't matter what another cyclist thinks you're going to do, right? They're not going to run you over. It's that truck that's looking for it, right? The professional driver, the commercial driver who's driving behind you, and you give a lame signal. They're not looking at your right hand because they can't see it. They're looking for your left hand, right? And they're looking for whatever signal you're going to do, and then that way they know what you're doing, and they're not going to run you over. Okay, and I put this e-scooter guy in here because he just doesn't care. He took the lane, went right around, and, you know, he did it right. Acted like a car. Yeah, my buddy did well, just went right around the truck there. He went right, gave the truck the, kind of that, like, unwritten signal that, you know, the truck can go and he's not going to hit him.
And the scooter guy doesn't even.
And you got cars in here, just kind of. There's nothing they can really do, right? My buddy was complaining here, I think, but there's absolutely nothing they can do. Other than maybe slow down and, you know, let the cyclist go, because you do have an accelerator in your vehicle, right? It's not like you're out pushing the car with your own, like, no horsepower. And now I put this scooter in here because, you know, that's what these are designed for, right? They're designed for the streets. They're not designed for the bike pass, like the MUP pass, the multi-use pass. So, like, just look at this guy. He's using no effort, and he's keeping up basically with my buddy, and he could literally keep up with the vehicles if he wanted to. So, I'm just going to keep repeating it until people understand that, you know, they're actually dangerous, and you have to just think before you act. Like a douche. Look at that, no effort, and the guys just like keep maintaining speed and, you know, easily.
Wow, been riding like 10 minutes.
Okay, so my buddy here just kind of zipped through. That's what cyclists are going to do, you know, through pedestrians. And this guy here, I don't know what he's doing. He's like riding, you know, like I used to ride my 3-speed when I was a little kid. You know, if I'm going up a hill, I have to pump. Like, most bikes, they have like 21 gears, so you just drop the gear. Well, really, you upshift into a lower gear, but, you know, I guess the guy wanted to pump, right? All right, my buddy here, he's just kind of French stopped the stop sign. You know, he waited for the cars, and the cars kind of saw that he was slowing down, and that's just all timing, right? That's something you have to perfect. Now this guy here, I don't even know. I don't even know what he's doing. I don't even know. He's like backing up sideways in the street. Okay, this guy here, he's got no signals on, right? It looks like he's turning right. He inched right, and that's kind of an unwritten rule that if you're going to just kind of veer right, you're going right. And what did he do? No signal, and then turns left, like almost over my buddy. So he gave mixed signals by giving no signal at all. And you got a red plate here. I don't know. I didn't see a signal, but he wasn't going fast enough for it to really matter. And you got a lot of traffic here. Watch this kid here. Watch this kid. Boss man. Did you see that? Boss man here. He used his left arm. He gave the right signal, and the correct signal as well. So, we think about what that girl did earlier. Like she just kind of stuck her fingers out or something. No signal at all, right? And using the wrong hand, and you're not really telling anybody what you're doing. Meanwhile, there's a little kid here, and you have to, like, whoever this kid is, like, his parents are boss. Unless the kid is just, like a genius and figured it out for himself. Or maybe he's watching my videos, right? But anyways, that kid, total boss, used his left hand, gave the right signal, gave the correct signal. My buddy saw it, went around him, and everybody's happy. And, the kid's probably going to live to a ripe old age. So, I don't know, kid, if you ever see me, on the path or whatever, on the bridge, you can come over and say, yeah, man, thanks for showing me as the boss that I am. All right, my buddy's just kind of booting here. There's nothing you can do, right? The white car here is going really slow, so you can't knock him for that. And again, I'm just showing the e-scooter here because, they can just accelerate, at will, right? And you got the cabbie here. He's in the bike lane, but you can't knock him. Like, that's what cabbie does, right? Cabbie has to stop and pick people up. It's not like he's stopping there for lunch or anything. Like, he's doing his job. So you can't really bother people for doing their work. And also, like look at that e-scooter. It's gone. It's totally gone. It's literally keeping up with the cars. So, again, if you're using these on the MUP pass, like, stop being a dink, okay? Like, just drive properly. Drive to the conditions and drive to, like, the other people on the paths. So, just moving through the university here, my buddy just kind of latches on to this guy in front of him. Now, this guy here, almost indicative of the RTO mandate, right? Return to office. So, people are they're going back to work, right? Like, so what are you going to do? You're going to sit in gridlock, or you're going to hop on your bike and just bike to work? And I've noticed an increase in cycling traffic, and so has my buddy. And I'm glad that he's giving us this footage because it means that less people are driving. Like, even if it's just this one dude, right? Like, it's less people driving, and I guess it's good for the green incentives or green initiatives, which aren't really respected if, people are driving to work. Now, I'm not blaming anybody. All I'm saying is that, this one dude is just indicative of many, many people. If you interpolate this as data, or you interpolate the data from this one dude, it means many other people are doing it, and all is well on the roads. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really have a job, so it's not something that I know. So anyways, got a bit of a chase scene here. And look, more cyclists. Now, I understand this is around the university, but it's a main artery, right? This bridge here, Corkstown Bridge, maybe? I think that's where it is. Anyways, another guy just, standing while biking up a hill. Anyway, use your gears any way you want. I don't really care. Not my business. And there we go. Again, we're going to have to thank my buddy for this footage. He showed us a lot, actually. He showed us that, that there's more cycling traffic, right? He showed us that, I guess, there are people who actually respect the green initiative, trying to keep cars off the road, and we don't know this for sure, but all we can do is interpolate the data and that more people are on their bikes. Now, another thing he showed us is that kids are smarter Kids are smarter than adults, right? We saw that one kid on the bridge, and he used the correct hand signal to show that he's turning right. My buddy saw it and acted appropriately because that's what's expected, right, of every cyclist, whether it be a kid or not. We also saw that parents are probably responsible for this behavior. So adults, are, I guess some are smart. And they showed this kid what to do, right, at an early age. And, he's showing up everybody because we saw, again, another kid, and he was all over town on the bridge. My buddy saw him, and, he slowed down, but then the parent just I corrected his, the kid's behavior, brought him over to the right side of the lane, but this should already be done in a place where there's not going to be traffic. And, again, we saw an adult who made a right turn, and they just stuck their right hand out. Unexpected. It's not what people are looking for. And, it's downright wrong. But anyways, again, do what you want. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Sorry you have to return to work and all that stuff. I don't really have to do that. So, I'm trying my best to just kind of help you guys out. Okay. So again, we'll thank my buddy for this good footage. It kind of shows us what's going on. And, thanks for going back to work and all that kind of stuff. And using your bikes to do it. So thanks for watching. I hope it helps you out. I hope it helps you see that, there's a lot of good stuff going on. And, I'll catch you on the next one.